When people hear the name Jesus Christ, different images come to mind. For some, he is the Son of God. For others, a prophet. For some, a revolutionary teacher. And for many historians, a real man who lived in the first century. So who was he really? Let's explore this from historical, spiritual, and human perspectives. 1. The historical Jesus. Most serious historians, even non-Christian ones, agree that Jesus was a real historical person. He was born around 4 to 6 BCE in a small town called Bethlehem and grew up in Nazareth, in the region of Galilee. At that time, the land was under the control of the Roman Empire. Life was politically tense, economically unequal, and religiously strict. Jesus was born into a Jewish family. He learned Jewish scriptures, followed Jewish traditions, and spoke Aramaic. He likely worked as a carpenter before beginning his public ministry around the age of 30. For about 3 years, he traveled from village to village teaching, healing, and gathering followers. Then, around 30 to 33 CE, he was crucified by Roman authorities. That's the historical foundation. But history alone doesn't explain why his name still influences billions of people today. 2. A radical teacher. Jesus didn't start a political army. He didn't hold government power. He didn't write a book. Yet his words changed the world. His teachings were revolutionary for that time. Love your enemies. Forgive those who hurt you. Blessed are the poor in spirit. The last shall be first. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In a society focused on power, status, and strict religious rules, Jesus emphasized humility, mercy, and inner transformation. He spoke in parables, simple stories with deep meanings, so ordinary people could understand spiritual truths. Instead of only focusing on laws, he focused on the heart. Instead of revenge, he taught forgiveness. Instead of pride, he modeled humility. 3. A healer and miracle worker. According to the New Testament, Jesus performed many miracles, healing the blind and sick, feeding thousands with little food, walking on water, calming storms, raising the dead. Believers see these as signs of divine power. Skeptics may see them symbolically. But regardless of interpretation, these stories reveal something powerful. People experienced him as someone who brought hope in desperate situations. He didn't just preach compassion, he acted on it. 4. A threat to the system. If Jesus was just a kind teacher, why was he executed? The answer lies in power. His message challenged religious leaders who felt their authority was threatened. He criticized hypocrisy and outward religious performance without inner sincerity. He also attracted large crowds. In a Roman-controlled region, mass gatherings could look like political rebellion. When he entered Jerusalem and people treated him like a king, authorities became nervous. Eventually, he was arrested, put on trial, and sentenced to crucifixion, a brutal Roman punishment reserved for criminals and rebels. From a political perspective, he was seen as dangerous. From a spiritual perspective, Christians believe his death had deeper meaning, a sacrifice for humanity's sins. 5. The resurrection claim. What truly separates Jesus from other historical teachers is one claim: that he rose from the dead. According to the Gospels, 3 days after his crucifixion, his tomb was found empty, and his followers claimed to see him alive. This belief became the foundation of Christianity. If the resurrection happened, it changes everything. If it didn't, Christianity would not exist as it does today. The early disciples were so convinced of this event that many were willing to suffer and die rather than deny it. That boldness is one reason historians take the resurrection claim seriously as a historical movement, even if they debate its supernatural nature. 6. Prophet, Messiah, or Son of God. Different religions see Jesus differently. Christianity teaches he is the Son of God and Savior. Islam honors him as a prophet, born of a virgin, but not divine. Judaism generally sees him as a teacher, but not the promised Messiah. This shows how significant he is across cultures. Very few figures in history are respected across multiple major religions. 7. His character. Beyond theology and debate, one thing stands out: his character. He showed courage in the face of injustice, compassion toward outsiders, strength under suffering, forgiveness even while being executed. According to the Gospel accounts, while on the cross he said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." Whether someone believes in his divinity or not, This level of forgiveness is extraordinary. 8. Why he still matters today. Over 2,000 years later, billions identify as Christians. His teachings influence laws, ethics, and social systems. Hospitals, charities, and movements have been inspired by his message. His name is known in nearly every country. Even people who are not religious often quote his teachings about love and kindness. His influence is unmatched by almost any other historical figure. 9. So who was he really? Historically, a Jewish teacher executed by Rome. Spiritually, for Christians, the Son of God who died and rose again. Philosophically, a moral revolutionary who reshaped human ethics. Psychologically, a master communicator who understood human fear, guilt, pride, and hope. Culturally, one of the most influential figures in world history. 10. The deeper question. In the end, the question is not only who was Jesus? It becomes personal. What do you think about him? Was he just a teacher? A prophet? A legend? Or something more? History can give facts. Religion can give belief. But each person has to decide how they respond. And that's why the question, who really was Jesus Christ, is still alive today.